Howdy folks, welcome back to Space Engineers. As you can see, I've made a little bit of progress on the ship since the last episode. So let's dive in and take a look. Mostly just been welding. So I got the cockpit all finished up. Some people pointed out some of my windows were backwards, so I think I got all those fixed. And I got this all welded up and enclosed, and it's actually airtight now. Look on here. Area is sealed. I had a leak. I ended up turning on the build info mod, which gives me a lot of extra info. Bring up this. It does outlines, and when you're placing down blocks, it gives you a lot of extra info. It's a pretty handy mod. It's just a little noisy, so I usually don't have it turned on. But what I discovered is some of the blocks that I had up here weren't actually airtight. I think because it came down to like an edge, and then that edge wasn't airtight. But anyway, I got that all fixed. So this is all airtight. And then I've just done some more welding. I've got a couple ladder access points for getting up in here now. Some piping there over to an oxygen tank. And I did a lot of welding and building. I got all 4 of these large atmospheric thrusters built. That took forever. It takes, you can see 1,100 motors each. So it took a long time just to build those. I ended up adding another assembler to the base over there just to help speed it up. So we got that done, and I basically welded in like the spine of the ship. So we go all the way back. A lot of this is welded up around the hangar bay, and that's actually what we're going to concentrate on today's video is the hangar bay. Got this back part, engineering section all welded up. Another ladder access point there. So there's 2 ways we can get up in the ship when we're landed. Here's not one of those big giant engines. So what I'm trying to do today is design a system where I can pull the Rover up in here. Now I initially tried, I had this pillar here with some hinges and a piston. The hinges are just too weak, like they couldn't even move the piston that great. So we're going to try this approach. I don't know if this is going to work, but I should have, oops, wrong button. I should have all the parts to build that piston, so let's go see if we can get that done. Been building all kinds of scaffolding and stuff around here to get around my lack of a jetpack. Let's see, I do have... That mirror mode is off. I'm down, Clang. Be okay. The question is, how do I get down there to build that? Try putting that there and then that there. Now we can get this built. It is really going to town over there, then. Someday I'm going to log in and my base is just going to explode. That's going to be great. So I think what I need to do is go down. Can I reach that? Am I crouched? I am crouched. So close. Just can't quite reach that. What if we did this? You time it just right. There we go. We got it. Okay, let's go for this. Whee! Jetpack will break my fall, that's about it. Yeah, that is just, it's just clanging out of control over here. It's the bongo drum section. I'm gonna have to redo this, apparently. It flips out and then it eventually... Turn the block off with the hinge lock on. That doesn't make it happy either. I think it's this rubbing on that, maybe, is the problem. Not 100% sure. Anyway, we'll do that some other day. Might do that off camera. I just redid this a little bit here. Like I said, I got another assembler in, so we have 2 assemblers now. Had to redo a little bit of that back behind there, nothing too major. But anywho, let's get to working on the ship, because I do want to go exploring some more. We've been stuck on this planet for a while now. So I built this hinge with an arm up there just so I don't have to keep coming down here for parts. So that looks a little goofy, but it gets the job done. Like I mentioned, I've got a couple different ladder access points now. We're getting back up into the ship. Okay, actually we need to go down here. Get rid of that. Should be the only pistons. Let's do on off and so if we extend that down. I want to get down low enough I can put the connector on it, and then we can figure out like the max travel. It needs to be shorter than max. That will stop it. And then let's grab, no, not cinnamon, connector. Let's grab parts for a connector, and then we'll go build that connector down there. Ow. Wasn't enough to hurt though. Alright, so then we want a connector on there. If it matters, but let's make it that orientation. Excellent. Let's go ahead and rename that hangar. And it is not used for parking. Alrighty, back up the ship we go. Use the other ladder here. So I still have a ton of work to do on the ship, but you know the basics are getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely. I think I showed I've got a couple O2 H2 generators, so they've been slowly filling that. But I need to get some more ice in here. Might have to just like hover this over to an ice deposit and get it fueled up. So let's go back over here. I was afraid of that. So that's full extension. It's not quite down far enough. So I kind of wondered if that was going to be an issue. I could put, like, say, a junction box there. Then it might be enough, but then if the terrain is, you know, kind of wonky, yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish I had built that one block up. Let's go ahead and reverse that. Is that going to be tall enough is the question. The Rover needs like 3 blocks of space, I think. Come down another block. Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to be tall enough. Well, let's try it. Let's get the, so we need a connector, and a junction box. Works for those. A lot of what I've been doing here is just experimentation. Jump down here again. Alright, so we throw a junction box on there. I probably don't have room to put a connector on. Yeah, okay, so we need to raise it up just a bit. I don't have a control panel down here. That would probably be a handy thing to have. There's been a lot of ladder climbing going on. That's why I finally decided just to build that little arm to get access to parts up here. direction. Over here. Okay, so reverse and then off. Whee. Oh, crap. There we go. Too many fingers flying over the keyboard. What I need to do is pull this up just a bit. Looks like. Like so, and then I need that piston to come down. It's not lined up super good, but I think it might be close enough. I need to take a look at the position of the piston, and it needs to come down like maybe another ½ meter or so. So we'll set the max length on it. Just inch it down. And I could actually use an event controller. I think you can have it. I could have it like come down, and then once it senses another connector, it could lock on and pull it back up. In the future, that could be automated. All right, so we're currently at 8.4 meters. So let's just make the maximum distance 9. And let's actually change this to like 0.2. It's a little slower. Not quite close enough. .2-ish. Now we're probably just a little off side to side. It might be close enough. Get the camera to play nice. There we go. Boom. Now we're connected. We just need to pull it up. And hope it doesn't hit. So at some point, I could have like a little control panel down here. Just a button I can jump up and push. Always room for refinement, right? When you're building the basic stuff down. Alright, reverse. And we'll see how low it's sitting. It may be way too low. I might just have to redo this whole arm up here. I can count the blocks. See these extend out. 10 meters, right? About 4 blocks. I think these are 1.5 meter blocks. I mean, that's not terrible. I planned to just leave this open underneath the Rover. That's actually going to work. Cool. Yeah, that will work. It would be nice maybe to have something under here. Maybe I could make some doors that fold up and around or something. I can play around with that at some point, but yeah, there's the Rover ready to go. Let's drop a save. Just in case something bad happens. It could happen. Okay, cool. So I need to get some of this stuff cleaned up. Some of my scaffolding. And so this will be like the spine of the ship, I guess. Up here. The only problem I have is I need to get a conveyor hooked up to that. I was kind of experimenting to see if this was going to work. So if I connect that, I should be able to drill this out and get a junction in there. Another conveyor junction. Go grab some parts before we do that. That way we can pipe, we can pull ore out of the Rover. So we need to grind off this one. There we go. Cool. That way we can get some piping going. Might actually have a pipeline down like each side here, just for a little bit of redundancy. We shall see. But this will be the high point of the ship. I could even stick a turret on here, since we have a conveyor. And stuff will come out the sides. Maybe. Something like that. Do some armored conveyors out. Do we have... I don't think we have any, like, diagonal conveyors, do we? That's a mod. I think I've just got these. Yeah, I think there's angle conveyors. But we've got these. Something like that would work. My mirror mode keeps disappearing. Not sure why. Maybe it just doesn't save when you quit. I'm not sure. Could have those come out like that. I'm not sure what I want the top of the ship to look like. I don't want it just all solid armor though. I know that for sure. Should be 4 of those. Let's get those parts. I do need to kind of get the conveyor system sorted out. This whole thing plumbed up. And we could even, you know, get it flyable and then take it over to an iron deposit or something. If I run out of stuff. So far I'm doing okay on parts over here. I haven't looked at my iron. Doing okay so far. If we did run out, we could just maybe fly this over somewhere. Okay, so that was the main thing I wanted to get done, and I wasn't sure that was going to work out. So that's cool. But we need to add some more things. Like, we don't even have all the basics yet. One thing we're missing is gyroscopes, for sure. So we need to get some gyros in here. And I haven't decided where I want to put those yet. I was thinking back here. That's going to interfere with what I got going on. That's where the jump drives are going to sit. Got some more batteries up here. I could put some here in the engineering area. Maybe even one there. I don't know if they... I don't think it matters where they're at. Got gyros on here somewhere. Here we go. The question is, how many do I need? I don't actually know. It's a big ship. I know it matters, like, if you're going to have forced overrides. Is that the front? I kind of forget. Let's put one there. And here's 7. So I think maybe that's the front. Could be completely wrong. So that would be 2. No idea if that's enough for a ship this size. I mean, they're massive, these large grid gyroscopes. They have a lot of power. Inventory full. I know, lady. I know. Let's go dump parts into this. Making parts. That one going. Getting on some metal grids, it looks like. Yeah, it's rebuilding all that. Making me grids. So you can see I've got 2 assemblers now. So it's in what is it, assist mode? I forget what it's called. Cooperative mode. So it basically just takes its orders from the other assembler. That seems to work out pretty well. Might be a better way to do that, I'm not sure. Yeah. We need metal grid. There we go. We should have plenty of cobalt. I mined a bunch of that. Okay, so there's 2 gyroscopes. And there's a hole in the floor that I just fell out of. So I kind of breezed through the habitation area. Let me give you a little better view of that. I might break this up some more with something. I'm not 100% sure yet. To make the bridge a little bit more separate from the living quarters. But I've got my bed over here, of course. And then I've got the survival stuff here that we need for daily needs. We've got our water recycler, food resequencer, hydroponics, and a crop grower. Those are all just doing their thing. Not sure if this has even got enough yet to make anything. Nope, hasn't made any food yet. Oh, that's from the... Like, how did that get gravel in it? It's the survival kit on the Rover I was seeing. So I might put some decoration here, some walls or something. We shall see. Lots of room for activities. And I thought about, do I need another bed here? Like, I mean, I'm playing a single player, but in theory, if we had a guest, they might want a bed too. And it's getting dark again. So I'm thinking, coming across the top here, have our conveyor come into the refinery. Maybe up from those. So maybe we should start getting these built up. Let's grab parts. That. That needs a lot of computers. Just chugging away making parts. So yeah, there's a lot of just running around and welding. That's a lot of what's been going on. But it's starting to come together. Somebody mentioned parachutes, but I'm not sure, would parachutes even work on something this big? I mean, but that's something else we got to do. We got to get all the hydrogen thrusters plumbed in, placed and plumbed in. All I've got so far is the 4 large atmospherics, and I'm not sure that'll be enough. I think it might be. I know they are hugely powerful. Oh no, are we out of iron? Or is that thing just full? Oh wow, we actually did run out of iron. Okay, well, I know what I need to do. We're gonna have to go get some more iron. We used a ton. And sure enough, we are out. Yeah, can't even make enough computers. Okay, well, I can sleep in my ship. So let's just sleep real quick. How are we doing on time? We're not doing too bad. So we can go grab some iron real quick. I can show off. I don't remember if I showed the improvements to the Rover or not. I had a couple more drills. And I've got the drill sweep up and down. Got that automated. Same. So yeah, let's go get some iron in the Rover. Lower that down. Let me add this. Setup actions, connector. I need connector hangar. Oh, no, I didn't rename it after I added it. God, I re-added it. Can I jump up on that drill? Connector 2. Alright, you are now connector hangar. Didn't stick the landing. I nearly did, but I didn't quite stick the landing. I'm glad we got these 15-foot long arms so we can grab onto this ladder. And I'm going to make like walkways along here and everything. We got... Oh yeah, I forgot when you sleep it turns your lights off. I got plans. Alright, so let's do... You are a connector... Oh, I named it hangared. We want you to be switch lock. There we go. Alright. Reverse you back down, and then we'll just drop you off and we'll go get some iron. So it's our first deployment test of the Rover. And what I'll probably want to do is get some kind of like magnetic plate or something. So this would pull it up and then it would lock it in place. Rather than just relying on that one connector. But that's for the future. So I could just hop in here and release. Far enough away. I still have trouble turning, and I think it maybe is. I think it may be hitting on the drills now. Always something. It's a continual process. Now I had some iron marked. Let's see if there's anything close by. Let's go check out that one. I don't remember if I've mined all that or not. I need to tweak build info. Like, it makes my hotbar way too busy. In fact, I might just turn it off until I need to check for air leaks again. Yeah, I think maybe I did mine most of this. Let's go check. This is where I got the last of my iron, actually. Might be a little bit left here. Yeah, I have mined this out. Pretty much all of it. A little bit left here. Nope. Yeah, boxes are weird in Space Engineer sometimes. I forgot I was kind of full of stuff, wasn't I? Yeah, we don't need the stone. We can just drop that. I can raise and lower these drills, and if I turn on the event controllers, it'll just sweep. It'll sweep up and down. Work here. Push those back down. Some of that iron. There we go. I got most of it. Alright, where was this other... I'm gonna leave that there, but I'll mark it depleted. Really, Rover? Okay. I hit none. Need some bigger tires. So we'll just buzz over here and grab some iron, and then that'll be an episode. So I got a lot of welding to do, as you can see back there. Turn that on. So I didn't look to see how we were doing on silicon, but I would think we'd be okay on that. Iron's the main thing. We've been using a ton of that. I turn the ore detector on just in case I hadn't missed something over here. What are you? You're uranium. Nice. Assume I have that marked. Yep. Oh yeah, this was this big boulder field that I marked. So. Alrighty, so we find a boulder and then we just turn it loose. Actually turn in this way. Lined up, turn the event controllers on, and then just go to town. Go ahead and stick our solar panels out and get some charge. With those event controllers, it's just, I think I covered that in the video, but it's just checking the rotor angle, and then it just reverses it when it gets to the stop point. So it's just a sweep function. 2 event controllers, 1 for each max angle. Spotlights on. Then I've got another event controller. It turns the flashy lights on when my cargo gets to like 95% full. So you turn the event controllers off, and it's going to come up. I'm going to manually reverse. I'm just going to let it sit at the bottom for a bit. Sometimes it swings too fast, and it doesn't pick up enough stuff near the bottom. So we'll let it do that. Nose in a little bit. Kick the event controllers back on. Gobble up the boulder. So I added the 2 outer drills. As I was drilling into boulders, then my wheels wouldn't fit. You can only get in so far. But what I need to do is extend these arms out a block or 2. And then maybe stick 1 junction between the drills. Get just a little wider, and then get further away from the tires so it doesn't interfere. Got 6 ejectors pumping out stone. And we can gobble through a boulder pretty quick. See by the bar down there, we're getting pretty full, but a lot of that's going to be stone. So it'll be going down. Again, I need to let this set at the bottom. So I'm going to turn off the event controllers. That's number 8 down there. And I can just manually reverse this. We got the alert. Let's let it kick out some stone. So I really like the new automaton stuff. It's pretty slick. You do a lot of that with scripting, but this is a lot more accessible. And then, of course, you got the console players can do stuff now, too. Oh, it's kicked out all the stone? It has, except for what's in the survival kit. Okay. We're just that full of iron. Alrighty. Mission accomplished. Got hits. Let me raise these and see if we still have that same issue. I'm not sure. Not sure what causes that. Something somewhere is rubbing, I guess. Not as bad as it used to be, but it's still kind of bad. Okay, well, I'm going to head back for home base. Be somewhere around 255 on the compass, something like that. Turn off the ore detector. Get this iron refined and then just continue building on the ship. And I'm hoping to, I'll probably do quite a bit of work between episodes. At least just welding, getting some of that done. Next big step is more piping and then getting the hydrogen thrusters. Getting those in and connected. Getting ready to fly, and then we'll need some kind of, I kind of want some kind of, I don't know if I want like a plunge drill. It'd be nice to be able to sit down and just plunge drill. We'll see. It's kind of evolving as I build. Thanks as always for watching, folks. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next video.